Okay, with Maxwell Gilbert, "A Dance Away" is the short film. It's a student film from Alabama.
Yes, it is.
So is it part of your what's your major at Alabama right now?
It's called creative media. It's another word for film and television.
Okay, and then so this was like almost not your thesis film because you have one more year to go, but it's sort of your junior year project, I guess.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So how did what's the process? You directed it. Like, do you have to like pitch it to your professors or pitch it to your other fellow students? Like, how do you get this film made?
So like we at first at the beginning of class we pitch our like films in this class, and some of us in the class there was like I think it was like six or seven of us like didn't have an idea. So like as like a couple weeks went by, like they had these like ideas that just like rushed into their minds. But
Yeah.
for me, like I had this idea like during like early summer 2025.
Gotcha. Are you a dancer yourself or
No, what made me like make this dance film was like I had to like I'm also a theater minor myself, so
okay?
I had to like see these dance shows like like for a paper. So
Okay.
like I was really excited to do that because like seeing the dance shows gave me a sense of euphoria like as I was watching them because like they're so meaningful, like they're so like dreaming, like sorry, dreamy,
Yeah.
and like based on like how like the dances are like choreographed, like it really tells a story.
You're in the film too, right?
Yes, I am. I play
Yeah.
like a minor role.
Yeah. No, I saw you. Yeah. You got the ginger hair. It stands out, right? So so okay, so what like let's go back to your last year in high school. What brought you to Alabama, right? Because you live in Pennsylvania. It's a big school, obviously. It must have been hard to get into. What brought you to the south of the United States?
My sister went to Alabama where she majored in finance.
Yeah.
So like I was choosing between other schools and like I chose between and like Alabama was like the first school to get accepted into. And like I had like mixed reactions because like I was choosing between Alabama and Arizona. But when
Okay.
I went to like tour Arizona, I felt very uncomfortable. And like during this like I think it was like this called like orientation day, I felt very nervous and like before the tour started. So like I was searching because I didn't know like if there were film majors at Alabama. So I did like a quick search on my phone, and there is a film major at Alabama. It just has a different name,
Gotcha.
creative media. So like that was like an interesting name to find. So like the night we had dinner, like the same day as my orientation, well, we did have to leave. We left the tour like earlier because like I felt very yeah, because like I'm from Pennsylvania and like
Yeah.
all the way into Arizona, I just felt very uncomfortable because like people just kept saying to me, "Do you really want to live that far?" So
Yeah.
that made me like kind of like anxious and nervous at the same time.
But that said, yeah, like if I'm doing a geographical map, it's pretty close in distance. Like meaning like in far away. Like Alabama's far away from Pennsylvania, right?
Yeah, but like being with my sister made me felt very comfortable,
Be comfortable.
especially
Yeah. Yeah.
because like I was able to see her during my freshman year while she was a senior.
Gotcha. So she paved the way for you.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. And
So like
now she's out in the world and helping society out.
in a couple of days we're gonna be she currently got her master's in London as in luxury business. So in a couple of days we're going to her graduation.
In London?
Yeah.
Have you been there before?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, that's great. So okay, so what? Okay, so how many films before this film? How many films have you made before this one?
I've done like two short films, which they're considered as like student projects,
Yeah,
and like I mean I consider them as short films, but like they're definitely like student assignments we have to do for like certain classes, and this took place like during my freshman year.
yeah. So this is kind of like your full kind of like your coming out film in many ways. Then,
Yes, it is.
yeah, you're setting it to festivals. You're getting some reactions, etc. I guess, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How's it feel so far?
It feels pretty good so far. Sorry.
Yeah,
And I did I didn't get to like so far like 19 festivals because like so far I submitted like around like 60 festivals on Film Freeway.
yeah. So you're in 19 festivals. That's pretty good odds. Good for you.
19 festivals I didn't get submitted to.
Okay, gotcha. So okay, so tell me about the script itself. Where did you kind of come up with this idea of a person, a dancer getting hurt, and then of course it's kind of experimental flash kind of there's a fantasy element to your story, I guess, right? Spoiler
Uh,
alert.
y yes.
Yeah,
And so like it all started like during like early summer last year, and I was reflecting on my like my sophomore year, and like I thought about like the dance shows I saw. So like I was like really intrigued by like the dance shows. So like I felt like I could just had this idea of like turning it into like a short film that I could use for my next class.
hmm,
And I thought of another memory which kind of gave me a little trauma. This was Christmas 2023. My family was skiing in Deer Valley, Utah, and like we were heading to lunch, and my sister like suffered a clean break in her leg, and like while skiing down this like icy slope, and like what really traumatized me was her crying, and I just couldn't get out of my head, and like after like our Christmas break ended, this was like during my freshman year while she was a senior, so like it was kind of something. And like while she was having a tough time getting to her classes, but like her friends like helped her out throughout the past couple of months, like before her graduation. So like that was like really that's what made her pretty happy. So I sort of combined that with the dance the dance shows and like the idea of like my sister's ankle injury
yeah,
and like sort of combine it into this concept of like a dancer like facing her fears after like facing trauma after a dance injury.
yeah. That's so yeah. So that's how you kind of came up with the idea, kind of like the quick fix, I guess, right? Like from a fantasy element, but also too with this, the extra layer with your script is that dancers they work years, hours, day by day to get to for their craft, and then only for an injury to occur, right? Which is hard. It happens like it's like that happens with athletes too, right? It must be heartbreaking, right? So
Yes.
yeah,
So like this film was meant to like to like teach people a lesson like not only for dancers but like everybody else. And that's what like and like looking back at the audience feedback, they did catch like get one thing correct.
what's that?
This was meant for everyone.
Yeah. So you took it with the audience feedback you from our festival you listened to that we send you, right? So they got your
Uh,
film, I guess.
yes.
That must feel good, right?
Yeah, it felt really good because because I didn't know like this was like my first reaction from
Yeah.
like an audience, especially like from you guys. And like I just felt very satisfied getting the feedback and seeing how like they described my film is beautiful. So that was like I felt really relieved.
Okay, so let's talk about that. So then you got the idea, you wrote the script, you got approval from your school, you're going to make the film. I see on your Instagram page you're doing some funding. I guess you're doing some extra funding, right, to get the film to make the film the way you want it to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. How was that experience?
It was kind of a it was kind of
Yeah.
a tough process for me because like I had all this like stuff to do because like this was like my first big really short film. So like
Yeah.
I was trying not to procrastinate because and that kind of made me hard based on like how many classes I had to take.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, and then talk about like let's talk about the cast because your lead is obviously very important. I'm curious about
Mhm.
like the choice of your lead. How did you find your lead first of all?
Um, well, I was looking for like people who could like actors slash dancers, and like when I like, I mean, I met Amy Bush like before like this all even happened at a party at one of my friends' place. We were celebrating their birthday, so like when I think it was in like a group me chat, and like she asked if she wanted to be part of this film, and like and I asked her if she like can dance, and she said yes, and she showed me her like theater videos and her dance videos. So like it was pretty interesting to see her like dance in a way because like I felt like she really expressed like the struggles of like I don't know how to describe it, but like I felt like she would be an amazing lead to really like push the film further.
Yeah. Yeah, she's definitely a great choice, and she's a good actor, and she has the emotional range, I guess, that you were looking for. I'm assuming.
Yes, and this was actually her first ever short film.
Oh yeah, and she obviously she knew how to dance as well. You needed that
Yeah,
because you needed it. If they didn't know how to dance, it doesn't matter how good of an actor they are, right? So,
yeah. By the way, like everybody did their own choreography,
oh
and
yeah,
and everybody in the dance sequence, like so, like Amy had to try to like mirror everybody's dance in like 45 minutes before we had to even shoot,
yeah.
and we shot every dance in just like in a single shot. Each dance was a single shot, so it was kind of hard for them to pick up. And like every take was like three takes.
So, did she go to Amy Bush? Did she go to Alabama as well?
Um, I I don't think so,
And she lives
because
in obviously lives in the area.
yeah, she lives a couple hours away from like Tuscaloosa.
Gotcha. So then the rest of the cast, so the rest of the crew, are they all like from your school, all in your program?
Um, Allie and Ambria were like the two actresses slash dancers who were like from like the school currently in the school of Alabama, but the other actors, Demar, Mar, and SK, Sarah Catherine, were were like from like outside, I think, according to Layla, because she helped me with casting.
So no, but I mean the crew though. Were the crew all part of your in your program?
Yes, they were.
So Layla was your cinematographer, but I see that she also produced the film as well, right?
Yes, she was the first person I like contacted, and she said yes.
So then, did you guys? How did you guys break down the film? Like, did you guys like storyboard everything? Did you have like obviously you had a shot list? Like, how was your process?
So like I forget how it's been a while since we like did this process. It's kind of hard to
Yeah.
remember, but like I think we like started off like finding crew while we're like s still like doing the shot list, and it was me and Layla like figuring out what shots would be appropriate, and I had these like shots that I figure would be such a like huge impact to the film.
Hmm.
So like she like recorded everything down in studio binder, and we re we really had like a lot of shots where we had to like cut down based on because like every shot had to we were putting too many shots in like one like single film, so we had to cut
Yeah.
it down a little bit, and we eventually got like some pretty good shots into the film. We did have to like cut them down like as we were filming based on how time sensitive like filming was because we like shot this in 2 days in one single location.
Wow. So you guys, it was a pretty intense shoot, I'm assuming.
Yes, but it was fun at the same time.
Good. So I'm assuming this is what you want to do. You want to keep directing.
Yes.
And then tell me about the composer or the music. I guess Eric Johnson was the composer.
Yes. And like he was actually my roommate back in freshman year. So like and like I heard his music. He like made some like great music that like I've heard, and I felt like he would be such an amazing composer based on how his music is orchestrated. But I did like so like I asked him if he wanted to be the composer for my film, and he immediately said yes because this was like his first ever like film score.
Oh yeah. So how do you like the experience?
Um, I think he really liked the experience. Though I did have to tell him so like before we started filming, I asked him if he could do like the music in just like 2 minutes,
Yeah.
2 minutes. But like our films are required to be like 15 minutes long, so I told him to like cut it down for like a minute and a half, which kind of put some pressure on him. But like he just went like straight. Well, actually, like I kind of messed something up. I it was he had to cut it down like around 2 minutes like before we started filming, and
Mhm.
like while I edited the film, like our dance sequences were I mean like we're shot in one take, which
Yeah.
did kind of like put some pressure on the dancers, but like I did have Anna help me with like structured the dances. But like, and like, I told Eric if he wanted to like cut
Yeah.
some scenes down to like like a minute 15 to a minute 30, and like when I listened to them, it felt like very perfect because like while we filmed, it was like a piano score.
Gotcha. So then, how'd you like the post production process?
I I really did like it, though I did have to um really I had to do like post production and classes at the same time.
Yeah.
So like it took me like a couple of days to like really like piece together every cut because like we had to schedule in like the class I was in for my film and like when did these cuts have to be due. So there was a rough cut. Actually it was called an initial cut, and
Mhm.
like I forget the other one, but there's also a color grading cut, which we did have to like use DaVinci Pro, but I never used DaVinci Pro, so I let Anna help me a little bit. We did kind of have a problem like trying to share like DaVinci Pro with like my computer because we were working
Gotcha.
separately. So like I asked her if she could like send me like the files and I can just like copy them like above like a sequence.
Gotcha. So what's your favorite part of the process? Like developing it, setting the film up, like actually shooting or post production?
I think like filming and post-production were like my favorite ones.
Yeah, you like post production, like putting the film together.
Yeah, it's because like I get to get this idea of like how I want to structure the film and like it really was like a dream like goal as a filmmaker.
So what's next for you? You're going to go to your last. I'm assuming you're doing. You have to do a thesis film.
Um I don't know what's next. I don't know if I have to do like a senior project based on it, but I feel like I am going to take directing as an elective for my last semester. And I have this plan for like creating a supernatural horror film. I don't want to get too much into the details yet, but like I feel like it should have like an ambiguous ending that
Yeah.
can eventually turn into a feature.
Oh, so you did. You're ready to do a feature, I guess.
Yeah.
You're moving on to features.
hmm
So you
But
got one
first I
more
want
year to
to
go, and then you're gonna take on the world.
Yeah. Actually, I really want to like turn like start as a short film and then like see how it goes in the film festivals and like I'll like I think I'll try to like write the feature script like as like I'm doing the process. So like
Yeah.
see how it turns out.
Have you seen them? Ever seen the movie All That Jazz?
No, I have not.
Should watch the movie. There's like it's a very famous play. It's a very famous musical, but it's a very good movie. It's like 1979, so way before you were born. But your parents probably watched it. But it's a very good movie about like it's like fantasy meets dance film, sort of like this film, but
Mhm.
it's like and then you have all these kind of like fantasy sequences using choreography. You should take a look at it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think my like professor mentioned this to me like I should really watch it, but like I was
Yeah,
like busy with others. Yeah, but you know, I was kind of busy.
yeah. So you're off for the summer, right?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. So go. So find the movie somewhere on on one of the streaming services. I'm assuming you can get it on Amazon or something like that. Watch the movie. I think it's right up your alley. I think you're going to get a lot of insight out of it. And if you want to turn this into a feature, that will kind of like help shape things. Because I think that these type of films were very popular back in the day, and I think they could be popular now. And, and it's just like someone just got to make them, right? So, and I mean, why not you?
Yeah.
So yeah, so
Yeah,
to
I'm
watch
sorry.
some. Yeah, no, I like that answer. It's great. You're like because you thought about it. You really like you took some time and thought about it. So yeah, yeah. You seem like a
hmm
pretty. You're a thinker. You like you take things in, right? So
hmm
yeah,
Yeah, it's a timely process to like think about like if I want to do this if if I don't. But like based on like how much I think about it, I think I really want to turn this idea into like something big.
yeah, yeah. I think it's a so Bob Fosse. He directed it. He's a very famous choreographer, musical Broadway musical choreographer. He also made films, but take a look at some of his films. He's got some really good ones, and it's like he. I think he's it's the fantasy choreography, fantasy dance using the light streams, kind of like because you have your own kind of template, right? Where like you're not in reality, and so you can kind of like explore the creativity within the choreography and the lighting and stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
all right,
I think I'll take that I think I'll start watching it
yeah,
like like as soon as like we finish.
okay, cool. Yeah, I was gonna say your parents, but maybe your grandparents. Like you're so young, maybe your grandparents would know it. So basically, but Um, let's talk soon. Let's talk when you make your next film. I'm looking forward to see what you do next, and good luck with your last year of school.
Thank you so much, and thank you for inviting me on the podcast.
Perfect. All right, man.